Okay, today is October 16th, and we are here on my parking deck to recreate something that happened this morning. This morning I was coming up this parking deck because I forgot something in my apartment. I made this turn here, and there was a car coming around, so I moved over to the side. I was going to go to park right in this spot right here, where this gray car is. And as I moved to turn, I went ahead and clipped the side of my car along this beam right here. You can actually still see some of the gray marking on it. I really got it pretty good. So, to show you here the result of this little fender bender caused by myself. Here's the car right here. And as we pull around to the side, you can see that there's a pretty good dent. I've been able to get a lot of the paint off of there. You can't really tell from this angle. There's still a pretty good sized dent in the car. So I went online, I checked a couple things out. I've got a hairdryer, extension cord, and inside I've got some of that computer duster stuff. We're gonna go ahead and see if this will pop that dent right out. Okay, we are back here on the top floor of the Savannah Midtown apartment complex. Here with, again, trying to get this dent out of this guy here. As you can see, got it pulled up here. There was the thought is you get the dent really hot with a hairdryer, and then you take a can of this cleaner right here, and you spray it upside down. It's full of some sort of gas, which is very cold. If you ever spray one of those things upside down, you know what I'm talking about. So you heat it up with the hair dryer, you cool it down with this thing, and the thought is that it'll pop the dent right out. When we got up here, the first thing we realized was that this is the parking deck. Not a lot of stuff going on, and certainly not a lot of power outlets. So really had a problem getting some power. So that was a big search. And after doing a little bit of detective work and a little bit of my own personal Back to the Future, I've actually been able to, I don't know if you can see that green or orange cable, actually hooked it up to a power source up there, up on the top floor deck balcony there, and strung it all the way down to here where my car is, which this will hopefully power the hair dryer enough to get it going. So again, hanging down off the thing. Thank goodness we had a 25-foot, 50-foot long extension cord. I'm gonna get this shiz set up, and then we'll come back and see what happens. Okay, we are good to go. Again, this is very similar to Back to the Future 1. We've got the little cords here. For dramatic effect, if we could have Michael J. Fox come and, Christopher Lloyd come and put these things together, that would be great. We're just going to have to imagine it today. I got a hairdryer here, Conair 1975. I say to put this on the dent for about a minute, so we'll try that. On high, believe it or not. Okay. Feels fairly warm. I'm going to take this can, just go. You can see it's just freezing it to death there. Okay. It's on there now, and now we'll just play the waiting game and see if it pops it. As you can see, there's a lot of condensation here along the panel, so I'm afraid to see if it's hot or cold, but it does seem like it is doing its thing, at least on the inside. I don't know if you can pick it up here. I think you actually can. It's a little bit of, you can see the outer ring of the condensation there. I would assume, well, I don't want to touch it and mess it up, but that does appear to be the part that's cold. So we're hoping that as this thing contracts, as the coldness ring contracts towards the center of the dent, that it'll just pop itself right on out. In the video, there was a very distinct popping noise. Now it could be a factor of this being a different type of dent. It's hard to tell. You can see it's still a noticeable break in the action there when we look at it head on. You can see a distortion where the dent goes a little bit more concave, but still got a ways to go here in the condensation. I must say in the video it only took about 10 seconds for it to be popped out. I'm not quite sure if that was edited together or not, but it did seem like it went a lot quicker. I did think I saw a little bit of a popping. I'm gonna cut this off because the car's coming. Anyway, so we never really heard the pop, but it does seem to be at least slightly better than what it was before. So, and if we compare it to this car, it's definitely in better shape. This is like a fucking garage up here, but
this is the POS model.
That's the POS model. If you compare it to this side, you can see that it's, it's definitely not as smooth, but it's about as good as you're gonna do with that. So I'm gonna consider this a job done and celebrate. I was hoping this would be more appropriate, but I've got a celebratory beer which I'm gonna drink to celebrate the dent being probably about the same as it was. So, signing off. Bye, Simi. Bye. And we'll talk to you later from the garage here at Savannah Midtown.